Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2017 mid-month readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, subscribes, your feedback, support, and comments. They're great. Keep them coming. I do read most, if not all of them, but I don't have the time to respond to them, which is why I rarely ever do. But thank you very much for taking the time to send them in on my channel comment page. And also thank you for those of you who take the time to send those comments to my email. Thank you also to my regular clients for being so consistent in your feedback on how our readings continue to play out in your lives. And just a general thank you to all those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's always an honor and a pleasure to read for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you haven't read with me before, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage and click on the Describe or About button for more information and my email address. You can email me directly at maggie_McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so turnaround time is pretty quick. I'm usually able to get back with you quite fast and schedule a reading anywhere between a few days, upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time we can set up a reading for you, live or recorded. I do a wide variety of readings. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. So these are general readings. There's a lot of you watching, so of course they're not going to mean the same or resonate the same to the same degree for everyone watching. It's impossible. It just couldn't happen that way, which is why we tell you to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. They may play out a little more predictably for you. And just watching all three, if you know them and if you can, it gives you additional insight and clarification into what's going on in your life. So try to do that if you can. So these are the mid-month readings, so I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for each of the remaining last 2 weeks of July with an additional 5th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance. This reading is for Cancer for July 2017 mid-month. The water sign of Cancer, Cancer the Crab. Let us see what the last half of July 2017 has in store for our Cancerians. Cancer, July 2017 mid-month. Okay, Cancer. We have the 6 of Cups, accompanied by the 10 of Pentacles for around the 3rd week or so, time being somewhat fluid, give or take a few days, and I am recording these in the first half of July. In the last week, we have the Empress, followed by the King of Cups, and from the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician for overall guidance and energy. Okay, I'm getting some messages already, Cancer. Let's go ahead and start. We find ourselves around the middle of July 2017 with the 6 of Cups, followed by the 10 of Pentacles. And I'm using the deck I usually use for general readings, which is the Gilded Tarot by artist Ciro Marchetti. So the 6 of Cups, Cups is water energy, and in this tarot, the Suit of Cups deals with that watery mercurial world of feelings, emotions, our emotional landscape, and relationships as well, how that leads us to relate to people, all different kinds of relationships. The 6 of Cups is primarily a card associated with the past, reminiscence, nostalgia, roots of origin, parents. It can represent travel back to see a place where you grew up, to see relatives, to see parents. It can represent looking at things through rose-colored glasses, dwelling on the past with nostalgia and fondness, looking back at a time that you perhaps felt more carefree and less burdened down with the cares and worries and concerns that you have today. It can represent being rather naive as well, or it can sometimes represent giving wisdom to or teachings to a child or young people. Now, it's paired with the 10 of Pentacles. So Pentacles is earth energy, and in the tarot, this suit usually manifests in the earthly, concrete, day-to-day world we live in. Often, it points to things like money, finances, property, resources, assets, etc. Tangible things we can see and touch and feel. Of course, you can translate this energy to spirituality, relationships, and there it would represent, tangible results or efforts that we put into things or wanting tangible results. Tens represent the end of cycles, the coming full circle or culmination of something. The Ten of Pentacles can represent family money, family business, family estate. It represents something that is long-lasting and deeply rooted, the accumulation of years of effort and work as well. So paired with the Six of Cups, so this is going to mean, of course, different things to different Cancerians watching. Sometimes the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles can represent dysfunctional family issues or issues, children from dysfunctional families or child issues within a family system, some kind of dysfunction or problems. It can represent... So for some of you, you may be dealing with a child or a young person. It could be yours or somebody else's. Perhaps there's problems with this child because of the family system itself. It could be that you yourself are dealing with some old issues from childhood or family around the middle of July. Perhaps something has come up that's triggered some maybe long buried or long standing issues that you've had from the past or childhood. Some of you, in a more positive way, sometimes this can represent some of you something coming to an end in a natural kind of organic way within the home or the family system. For some of you, this is going to represent like children leaving the nest. It could be the last child leaving the nest, which leaves you and perhaps you and your partner. Okay, well, what do we do next? There's this whole new one chapter of your life has come to a close, and you're looking forward to something new, what to build, what to do, how to move on from here. Some of you, it could be retirement energy as well. Sometimes for some of you, this is more in the financial aspects of things. The Ten of Pentacles can represent a lot of stability and abundance in family business, family property, family estate. Sometimes the Six of Cups can represent a financial payout or a windfall. It could be related to an inheritance. It could be from the division of assets or property, perhaps family property or family business, the assets of that. It could be perhaps a family home or family business is being sold and the assets are being divided and you're getting part of that as well. Again, it's going to mean different things to different people depending on, you know, which Cancerian you are and how it resonates with you. So next to that, we have the Empress and the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, I'm feeling, is you, Cancer. Even though it's showing up as a male, this is a general reading, so it could be a female as well. Gender specificity with the court cards, sometimes they relate to the specific gender, and sometimes even if this were a card that represented a female client in a reading, it could represent a more masculine aspect that comes out in the dealing in with whatever the female client is dealing with in a particular situation. So just point of reference there. Kings and Queens represent individuals who have reached the mastery of their suit, and this king has reached the mastery of the suit of cups. So this is somebody who's very emotionally stable, emotionally grounded. He or she is able to keep their head even when the situation is chaotic or other people around them are kind of going, help. They're very emotionally stable and grounded and a good source of emotional support, feedback, and advice as well. Very loving and nurturing in a relationship sense. This would be somebody who's probably conventionally romantic, still believes in love or is in love with love itself, good partner, good friend, good spouse, good father kind of energy. So for a lot of you, I'm feeling that this is just you just manifesting your own inherent water traits, water sign traits. For some of you, this is going to represent another water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone who strongly manifests the character traits of the King of Cups, somebody who's playing a significant role with you in whatever it is that you're going through in the last half of July 2017. Now, the King of Cups is accompanied by the Empress, which is a major arcana card, so significant, profound energies. This is a lovely card. The Empress is the traditional Earth Mother of the Tarot. It can represent a mother or a mother figure, and for some of you that are dealing with family issues, some of this could be your mother or a mother figure as well. It could have something to do with your mother. This also, the Empress is about new beginnings. It's about the time being right to plant seeds to start to grow and manifest something else. The Empress doesn't have it. This isn't completion energy. She's all about the beginnings of things: fertility, sustaining, nourishing, feeding. It can be advice. There's a card connected with nature as well. So perhaps spending more time in nature, spending more time around green growing things might be helpful for you around the last half of July. It's also a card of self-nurturing, of taking the time to do things which are self-nurturing, perhaps in a more physical way, walking barefoot in the grass, getting a massage, acupuncture or acupressure therapy, whatever works for you. But it's a card. It can represent literal fertility. So some of you may be, getting pregnant, giving birth. Some of you, it's about giving birth to something new, a new idea, a new project, starting a new phase of your life. So some of you, I am getting that you're the last. I think somebody, some people out there, the last child is leaving the house, like they've graduated, they're leaving home, they're going off to college, and now it's just you, or it's just you and your husband or wife, and there's a certain portion of your life, a significant, important portion of your life that's kind of come to a close, and so you're looking at maybe starting a new portion of your life and beginning to plant the seeds to manifest maybe ideas of what you had in mind. Okay, after the children leave home, what are we going to do with our lives now? Travel, doing something different. Some of you, it may be retirement energy. Some of you, I'm getting that some of you have lost a mother recently. My condolences for those of you who have. And the last half of July, or probably July, maybe the first part of August, you're dealing with like wrapping up what that means, like division of assets, estates, perhaps property for some of you. Some of you, something from the past may have come up around your mother. You may have issues dealing with your mother or around your mother. It could be for some of you that your mother has gotten to an age where she cannot be as independent as she would like to, and so you and perhaps other people in the family are kind of getting together and going, okay, how do we best help her live the rest of her life still with as much independence and dignity as we can. Some of you, I'm getting the Empress as you as a mother. There are some mothers out there. And again, some of you, there's some issues around child or children. You could be having issues with children. Some of you may have children who are mentally challenged or have some kind of, there may be some mental health issues or even physical disabilities. And there's something that's come up that needs to be dealt with. And you as a parent are dealing with that around your children this month. You have everything that it takes to kind of navigate your way through this, because your overall energy and advice is the Magician, another major arcana card. This is a card, the Magician has worked long and hard in his life to be able to get to the point where he is in his career. What does the Magician do? He creates things for his audience. He's worked long and hard at it, so now he's at a place in his life where he has all the tools and knowledge, the wisdom and experience to build, create, manifest whatever he wants. In terms of advice, this is Spirit telling you, this is the universe telling you that you have everything that you need to move forward in this next new phase in your life. Or if you're dealing with something from the past or dealing with issues around family or children, you have everything that it takes to successfully navigate through this. The Magician is about taking all of your knowledge, experience, all that internal perseverance, discipline, knowledge, and manifesting it in an external way to create something externally, or to problem solve and figure out your way through something. I'm going to look at the next card just to see. Yeah, it's Judgment, which means it's a call to action to do something, but it's going to set the stage for something for quite some time. So make sure whatever you decide to do, whether this situation is dealing with some family issues or family problems, or whether it's just closing out one portion of your life and moving into the next portion or some combination of that, whatever you decide to do, you're not going to be able to undo easily. So kind of consider everything, make sure that every decision you make and anything that you set into motion is really what you want, because it's going to set the stage for something for quite some time. So Cancer, that pretty much wraps up your July 2017 mid-month reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's given you a little bit of insight and guidance, because that's why we do these readings. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the next month general readings, August. Boy, isn't the time flying by. I hope that you have a wonderful July between now and then. Happy birthday for any of you Cancerians who have birthdays this month, and for any Leos too who are watching this that have birthdays in July. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the About or Description button on my YouTube channel's homepage for my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. And until I see you again, Cancer, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you back here soon. Bye-bye.